I have been struggling. Maybe this starvation is worth it. I'm still hungry, but that's life in a calorie deficit, baby. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another vlog. This is Holly, and if you're new here, I make fitness content. So basically, I want to take you guys through a week of workouts and eating. Here's the situation. Little disclaimer for the video. There is going to be a lot of chat about food. So if that's kind of a triggering subject, yeah, just keep that in mind. Essentially, I am on a calorie deficit this week. I haven't done a calorie deficit since like COVID, which was a long time ago. It was much easier to kind of be disciplined in that space. Whereas now I've just kind of come off the back of a building phase where I've been lifting really heavy in the gym, fueling and eating for performance. 3 weeks now in a calorie deficit because I've got some fitness goals in mind. And let me tell you, I have been struggling. It is so hard to stay in a calorie deficit. I've dropped down to about 1,600 calories a day, but I have gone over every day. It has been hard work. It has been starving. Anyway, I want to take you guys through a week of like training and how I'm feeling for performance and kind of little hacks and tricks. Yeah, I've obviously got an Ironman 73 event coming up in November, so I'm kind of training with that in the back of my mind, although I haven't started an actual proper phase of triathlon training yet, but I have been doing some running, cycling, swimming, CrossFit, lifting in the gym. I just like to keep my workouts nice and hybrid, so I kind of want to take you guys with me through a week of like eating and training. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. You should definitely speak to professionals if you want to go on a proper calorie deficit and things like that. And it's going to look so different for every single person. So yeah, I'm definitely a person that normally is a huge advocate for eating properly and eating right and stuff. So do take this whole bit with a little grain of salt. Come with me on this kind of journey that I'm going through, guys. Never alone, never alone. Good morning, guys. So I'm on the way to the athletics track with my fiance. We're gonna do some sprints, some 400-meter repeats. It is a gorgeous, fresh morning. It's definitely starting to be winter. But come along with us for a little sprinting session, and we're gonna get a coffee after. I've just realized that obviously the Ironman 73 is months away, and I feel like I need to get some events happening in the meantime to have something else to work towards. Because this Ironman 73 is so far away, I feel I need some either half marathon events, smaller tries obviously, leading up to the event, just to keep me accountable, keep me training and excited for something. So yeah, looking into doing some events, but that is also why it's very important for me to keep up my running, my speed. I really want to work on speed this year. That's why sprints of the utmost importance. I'm normally such a slow running girly. Like, I ran the marathon so slowly. So yeah, I really want to work on speed this year. So come along with me. Uh-oh, Houston, we seem to have a problem. There is a school carnival happening here today. It's a no. The track is right there. Okay, so no interval session today, but we are going to do a tempo run around the river. It is just freezing right now. Not used to this cold, but come with us. Let's go. Yay, coffee acquired, run is done. It is so cold and like my sweat's gone cold, but yay, tempo run for the morning done. We were doing like 800-meter repeat. Okay guys, just making a little morning snacky snack. Usually I use this for a bit of a pre-workout fuel, but rice cakes with honey slap. If you know, you know. Basically, it's like quick carbs, quick source of energy, and low calorie, if we're gonna talk about that. And I'm so glad I just discovered it. I'd always seen people like do this, and like literally it is so delicious. Plus I love a sweet treat. So yeah, really good little snack. Yeah, before or after a workout. Oh, it is literally the best. Morning, guys. Feeling a little dusty this morning. Went out last night. It was such a good night though. It was like a belated birthday, a joined birthday situation with the girls. So I'll like pop a little video on screen. Ate the most amazing food, like drinks, like had such a good night yapping with the gals. Anyway, this morning off to a CrossFit class and running errands, like dentist and all that. Yeah, but come on another day with me, guys.
Up, don't want to believe it. Tough love, you take it or leave it. Washed up, don't want to believe it. Tough love, you take it or leave it.
So this is the sad current situation we're at. We're literally Googling how many calories are in these burritos.
Oh look at this, they even have like a nutrition information.
Oh great. And what does it say? 597. Bam. This is the sad level we're at right now. She sounds like a bit of a buzzkill.
Bruh.
So Mr. Pepsi Max over here is stocked up on you know, he's just a sucker for a deal, really.
Making money.
Oh gosh. Hopefully this will feed us. Alright, we're about to go for a swim, hopefully 1 to 2K. It is getting so cold out in Melbourne. Do I feel like going? No. Will I get it done? Yes. We've had some rice cakes, banana, and a little bit of protein yogurt for fuel, rice cakes and honey. Still hungry, but that's life in a calorie deficit, baby. Let's go. Swim all done skis, did a little 1.5Ks. The only thing is, on this calorie deficit, I stepped out of the pool and felt super dizzy. I'm normally so used to having like so much food before I exercise and fueling for performance, so it's so odd to be doing all of these workouts on a calorie deficit. But you know, we're trying it out, seeing how we go. Anyway, it is getting so cold here in Melbourne. Like getting into the pool and getting out of the pool whilst freezing and wet, kind of not a vibe, but hey, it's cool, we got it done. Thought I'd give you guys a little swim update. The swim was good. I did basically like some sprints in there. So I did some like 50-meter sprints because it's really important to do some speed work, especially coming up to an event. Obviously, I've got an Ironman 73 coming up. Yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's good to get some sprints in. And then, yeah, I was just mixing up doing 100s, 200s, 250 meters, 400s, things like that. And I was really happy with my breathing and strokes. Yeah, I was just focusing on keeping my arm nice and close to my ear and taking deep breaths in. And that seemed to keep me going for longer. I was able to sustain a longer distance. Yeah, so I was really happy with that. Some little tips and tricks. I am ready to get back, have a hot shower and eat some food. Not that I have many calories left, but yeah. Good morning, guys. So this is the gym that I work at. I'm a group fitness coach. Essentially just did a full morning. So I either do 5 to 9 a.m. or 6 to 9 a.m. teaching group fitness classes. And it's really cool because it's like a high altitude group fitness class. So it's like a sealed off room. And yeah, basically people train at like 4,000 meters above sea level. Except working in this room and moving weights around and everything, I woke up quite an appetite. I'm starving this morning. Finish work, so gonna go home, have some food and figure out what I'm gonna do for training today. Super exciting, watching the scales go down, the weight is going down. Yeah, maybe the starvation is worth it. Just for context, this is the gym that I work at. It is a pretty cool setup. Just finished setting up the room. How cool. Okay, I wanted to show you guys another breakfast I have on rotation. I know it doesn't look like much, but overnight Weet-Bix I've been absolutely loving. So essentially it works out to about 330 calories. So I've got a full banana in there, 2 Weet-Bix, biscuit spread on top because we need that, we love that. And it's got a protein scoop as well in there as well, a little bit of Naked Harvest protein. Yeah, and it literally tastes like cheesecake. It is delicious. The meal also has YoPro protein salted caramel yogurt, which is amazing. Gives it that kind of cheesecakey flavor. Coffee time. Target acquired. She is a happy girl. She's got her coffee. Life is just better with coffee, you know what I mean? Just starts the day. Okay, so just did my first hour-long Zone 2 ride and my legs feel like jelly. Walking off the bike, my legs feel like 100 kilograms. They feel so heavy. I can't even imagine how I'm gonna run off the bike. Oh, hi guys. So I thought I'd give you a little update and kind of key learnings of what life is like on a calorie deficit, because I would not recommend it for all. I've been so used to a person that doesn't track my calories, eats a bit more intuitively and fuels more for performance. So eating a lot of high carbs, high protein, things like that. And for the past 3-4 weeks, I've been doing a calorie deficit. And let me tell you, it has been a struggle. The starvation for me is crazy. And even though my calorie deficit isn't even that much, I have struggled like crazy. And also, I don't really believe it's the best way to live. It's good for some goals, but yeah, I wouldn't exactly be rushing to recommend it to anyone. So essentially, to track my calories, I've been using MyFitnessPal, which is like, you know, the app that most people use, but there are a lot better apps out there. I used to eat over like 2,000 calories a day easily when I wasn't tracking, and now I've dropped down to about 1,600. But yeah, like I said, I've been going that over that every single day. Basically, essentially, one of the reasons I did it is I also wanted to be conscious of what I was eating. My diet was pretty trash. Like I was eating a lot of, as you might even see in the video, sweets and things, and just overindulging in foods I didn't really need, and going out and takeout and things like that. So let me tell you guys, the first week of this calorie deficit was absolutely horrid. The starvation was crazy. I hate the feeling of going to bed hungry and just feeling hungry all the time and actively thinking about food all the time. It's no wonder that people binge, because all you think about is food and how restricted you feel and all the foods that you actually want to eat. And the worst part about it is, you know, normally I'm a person who really likes to lift heavy, run far, and feel fueled for my workouts, but my PBs in the gym were going down, my energy levels were going down, I was feeling cranky and moody, and yeah, I wasn't lifting very heavy in the gym, or my runs just felt trash, and I just felt really lethargic, and my legs weren't able to move just from not feeling as fueled as I normally do. Another thing that sucks is I was experiencing a little bit of dizziness here and there. Even sometimes now when I stand up, it's that little head rush you get, which is a potential low blood pressure thing. I don't know, but yeah, I hate the feeling that like I just feel a bit dizzy as well from this calorie deficit. So probably should look into that, which is again why this isn't something that's like recommended by doctors. I suggest for anyone, take everything I say with a grain of salt. You know, you need to speak to an accredited dietitian if you're going to do something like this and go on a calorie deficit. And every single person is different. Every single person has different needs. I think in future, I'm definitely going to look at tracking and doing macros instead of a calorie deficit. Obviously, in a few months' time, I'll be working hard on an Ironman 73 event. So then I really do want to invest in a nutritionist, and obviously I'll be in some sort of calorie surplus then to fuel myself for all the workouts that I'll be doing for Ironman, because I'm going to be burning calories like crazy. I'm going to need food, and I love food. I'm a person that always loves food and advocates that other people should be eating what you want. Also, with this calorie deficit, I've been trying to find ways around it where I can eat foods that I enjoy. It's really bad to label foods as good foods or bad foods. It's really bad to label things as cheat days, because, you know, I can see how people would develop a really unhealthy relationship with food. There has been really good things about this calorie deficit. Like, it's forced me to cook more foods. It's forced me to really look at what I'm eating and nutritional intake and things like that. It's, yeah, forced me to get smarter with foods, to get smarter with the volume of foods because of this starvation and hunger that I felt. I'm like, okay, I would much rather have a huge bowl of veggies than eating one little chocolate bar. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to feel full by the end of the day. I hate the feeling of being hungry. Yeah, one thing you guys should know is for 3 weeks on this calorie deficit, I didn't see any results. And a lot of people will go into the shock being like, I'm not seeing results, I need to go harder, or what's the point? I'm going to blow out and binge instead. The thing is the body holds on to water retention. There's a lot of things going on with the body. And then all of a sudden I managed to drop 2 kilos very quickly in, you know, the time span of a few weeks. So the thing is, is, like, you might not see results and changes for a while. Do keep that in mind, but keep at it and the results will come over time. These things take time. Another thing I realized is just because you're in a calorie deficit and going for low calories doesn't mean the foods are healthy. A lot of the time I feel like I've been eating crap foods, rather than looking at foods that maybe are higher in calories but will fill you up more, will have better carbs, proteins, and, you know, healthy fats and things like that. So I feel like I haven't exactly been going about this the right way. Another thing about me is I'm a busy gal, so I don't really have that much time to cook. I work a lot of different jobs, a lot of hours, so yeah, I kind of need quick meals on the go. Some meals that I've been absolutely loving is Muscle Chef, having high volume of veggies. I meal prep burritos. I really love having different breakfast rotations of things. I've also realized there's some going out options I've gotten smart with. So some going out options and takeaway options that are low calorie. Guzman and Gomez is a godsend. Grilled has been really good for that. Rice Workshop, poke bowls, things like that. There are ways you can do this calorie deficit while still living your life, while still going out with friends, still enjoying foods, having those sweet treats and factoring that in. You are able to definitely do it and still live your life as normally as possible. But yeah, personally for me, I like to live my life a bit more and really not think so much about food and enjoy things more and go out with friends and dinners and stuff. And obviously that's not really possible when you're at calorie deficit. But yeah, that's kind of some tips and tricks and things that I've learned along the way. So if it's something you guys are wanting to do keep some of these things in mind. And yeah, as I said, I'm by no means a professional, very amateur at all of this. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Yay! Thank you guys for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content. And yes, I do have an Ironman 73 event coming up, so stay tuned for that. Bye!